Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. So today I have here with me the new mini portable power station by ALLPOWERS called the S300. This here is an upgrade to the S200 that I reviewed on a channel a few months ago, and I think that some of you out there are going to like it, especially if you're the type that does a lot of outdoor activities like flying drones, for example. This time they've designed it to look more like their larger stations, but in a mini form factor, as you can see here, which I think is pretty cool. It even has this nice solid handle on the top of it that makes it easy to carry around. As for the weight, this thing comes in at 7.5 pounds or 3.41 kilograms, which is not as heavy as the larger weighing stations that are harder to lug around. So let's go ahead and run through all of the specs of the S300. The S300 stands for 300 watts, and it has a built-in AC pure sine wave inverter that has a maximum surge of 500 watts. And I'll try to explain what this technology means in a bit. It also has a 288 watt-hour, 78,000 milliamp hour power capacity, which is enough to power several devices at the same time, and it's easily rechargeable through the AC power input, USB-C power input, or through a solar power input at 100 watts MPPT, which stands for maximum power point tracking. It's stated to take around 5 to 6 hours to fully recharge the power station via an AC wall socket, 6 hours when using an 100-watt solar panel, 6 to 7 hours using a 12-volt car cigarette socket, and 6 to 7 hours via the USB Type-C charging method. It has 2 LED lights on the front of it for nighttime use, with an SOS mode which makes the lights flash on and off in case of any emergency situation. Next to them you have 2 AC ports that come in either 110 volts at 60 Hz for those who live in the US, or 220 volts at 50 Hz for those in Europe. It also has 1 Type-C port that's between 5 volt to 20 volts with a 60 watt max out, 3 USB ports at 5 volts 3 amps, 2 DC ports at 12 volts 5 amps, 1 car socket at 12 volts 10 amps, and a wireless charger on the top of it. Now what's really great about this mini power station is that it can charge multiple things all at the same time. Another thing that some of you might find useful is the ability to monitor and smart control the S300 using the ALLPOWERS app, which is available for iOS and Android. You can see the amount of energy that's being drawn in or out of the power station, and you can easily control all of the functions directly through the app. So as I mentioned to you guys in the beginning, the S300 is designed with a pure sine wave inverter, which is better for powering devices and sensitive equipment with newer tech built into them, unlike the S200 model, which uses a modified sine wave inverter. For example, in pure sine wave inverters, the AC power that's produced by this type of inverter matches an actual sine wave, which makes it capable of producing cleaner, smoother, and more reliable electricity to operate electronics without any interference. So what it basically means is that it generates an output that is exactly the same as plugging it into a wall socket. Now with the modified sine wave inverters, the polarity abruptly switches back and forth from positive to negative, creating a choppy wave. And that choppy wave tends to negatively affect more sensitive and delicate equipment like the new smart TVs, laser printers, humidifiers, compressors, refrigerators, etc. I won't get too deep into the science behind it, but I'll leave a link for you guys below so you can check it out for yourselves if you want to. I think it's really important to know the differences between these two technologies, which will then help you in choosing the right power station that fits your specific needs. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the S300? It's 10 times better than the S200 for sure. Having the pure sine wave technology built into it makes it a much more reliable mini portable power station. It also gives me more confidence knowing that I can use it to charge my newer devices without worrying about if they'll be affected or not while charging them. I also like the multiple charging ports, which makes it easy for me to connect several devices all at the same time. And having the LED lights on the front is something that you'll only see on the bigger power stations, so having them on a mini version is pretty sweet. Also, being able to connect it to a solar panel is a plus. Honestly, I can't find anything wrong to say about it. I really think it's a great portable power station to have as a backup power source. And for those who spend a lot of time flying different quads outdoors, I think this would be perfect for charging up your batteries and remote controllers. With that said, I think this one's a wrap. Thank you all for watching as always. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go. And for those of you who are new here, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I also hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel and joining me again for another video in the future. God bless you all. Stay safe out there, and I'll hopefully see you all on the next one.